Peace and blessings, love and light. It's your brother, all right? Salute all my brothers and my sisters in the house, my kings, my queens, my gods and my goddesses, all right? Everything nice, love and light. It's your brother, Omniamunase, also known as Omniamunase. And this is a little vlog, you know what I'm saying? Black News 720, you know how we do it. Scientific and historical literacy for indigenous people, all right? And so that's normally what the channel is about. Been doing it for about 7 years now, off and on. Whenever I'm inspired to come before the people with knowledge and to engage, that's what I do, all right? And so tonight's vlog is just about being woke in the conscious journey. Like I said, woke is just a modern term for enlightenment. It means the same thing. You know, with the light comes, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Clarity. We can see clear when the light is upon a thing. You feel me? And so to be woke is to be enlightened. And to be enlightened is to be knowledgeable. All right? And so the woke movement is about enlightenment in the modern age. And so you got a lot of brothers and sisters, wanting to know about their history, wanting to know about their roots, you know what I'm saying, where they come from, who their people is. You feel me? And so I created this channel because I was inspired when I began to learn about black history and the role that the Moors played in the foundation of America, and that George Washington wasn't really the first president. Some days I used to come home, get off work, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Get in my little mode or whatnot. And after I get situated, I want to turn on the Hidden Colors and watch the history, the black history documentary by Tariq Nasheed, and see what else I didn't know. You feel me? So anyway, it sparked my interest. And then I had some people I was cool with because I was into music. Some people who I did music with that had different beliefs than me, like 5% Nation. You feel me? And one brother was like Catholic. Of course, I came up Christian. But I've always been inquisitive, so I asked a lot of questions. And so me and the brother were chopping it up one day, and then he said some things that grabbed my attention. And then I thought about it, researched it, you feel me? Looked into it, and I felt like, I was able to make some sense of it. So anyway, I'm glad that the brother sparked the flame in me so that I could become, the omnis that you all know today. You feel me? With the 7 years research and the things that I've discovered, throughout my research. With the blood study and the evolution theory, I debunked that, you feel me? Charles Darwin. It's, what I'm saying? It's big cap, family. It makes no logical sense. But check out my videos, you'll see it. But anyway, yeah, so I was just doing my thing, man. Then I was dealing with the Sonetta Black News channel too. It's another Black News channel, brother Sonetta. And so he had some intellectual brothers that came on there, and they was talking about history, and they was talking about like science and everything. You know what I'm saying? They was some brothers, young black men. You feel me? Educated, but knowing they know what they talking about. They studied. And I thought that was intriguing. I was like, I like that. And so I began to do it myself. I was chopping it up with a family member, talking about the information because I was inspired. It was like, yo, you need to teach. You need to teach that. My cousin, he would be like, yeah, you need to teach that, man. How you deliver that? Yeah, if you can do that like that, you need to teach it. And so that's what I did, family. So 7 years in, I created some tangibles with the herbs You all know Omnis Natura is a brand that I created. You know, it means all natural. You know, like I said, we take pride in no preservatives and no artificial ingredients. You feel me? That's the whole thing with foods, is that the preservatives are unnatural, they're harmful to your body. You know what I'm saying? Toxins, microbial parasites, and stuff like that. And so when you're dealing with people who farm and people who's doing things naturally and it's organic, you don't got to deal with that type of stuff. So anyway, I tested on myself, you know, from my research of natural sciences and biology and the blood study. And I was telling my homegirl, they was like, yo, they recommend that we take 2 tablespoons per day of sea moss. That's what's recommended. And so I was like, yeah, I bet you we can take more than that. I'm like, you know, the same way, you know, just like with herbs, you feel me? You know, you can't really do too many herbs, you feel me? But when it comes to pharmaceutical drugs, you know what I'm saying, you can overdose, hurt yourself, all type of stuff. So anyway, I was like, look. So anyway, I took more. I took like 32 ounces every day. And I began to bathe with it, you know what I'm saying? I was waking up with the sun, rising with the sun, working out, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing my sea moss regimen and doing like stir fries, like a lot of vegetables, fruit and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day. A lot of water, you feel me? And pretty much just cleansing and detoxifying my body. And after a certain amount of time, I started going down on my pills. You feel me? And I was taking less than I'm normally prescribed, because I'm supposed to be diagnosed with epilepsy, something that happened when I was like 5 years old, but I wasn't born with it or whatnot. But anyway, I'm trying to do something about it. I'm learning, I'm becoming educated. You know, let me try. You know, and so I started taking less medicine. And I was taking the 32 ounces of sea moss every day. And my skin was clear. I had more energy. I was more vibrant. You feel me? My mind was more clear. Everything functioning. You know what I'm saying? To a T. And everything that Dr. Sebi says about it, you know, I prove, you know, from my own personal experience. Like, I ended up not having to take the medicine for a while, family. I don't know what was in that plant that I was taking, but it did something to my body. It did something to my body, family. I didn't even have to keep taking it. So I'm like, yo, the doctor told me there's no cure, you feel me? There's no cure for it. And I know I've seen people, you know, talking about natural remedies and stuff like that. You know, people that I know, people online, social media and stuff like that. And of course, I heard of Dr. Sebi and his works. And so, yeah, I was amazed. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like the young lady I was with at the time, like, look, this is the first day I ain't taking no medicine today. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the herbs, you feel me? We doing the alkalinity, we doing the veganism, you feel me? And then I feel good, you feel me? I'm operating function to a T, 100%, you feel me? So the second day go by, I'm like, look, no seizures. Now normally, if I would have tried this, I would have had like 10 seizures overnight without taking the medicine. It would have kept happening over and over again. So I'm like, look, I didn't have no episodes last night. None. You feel me? Third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, a week, you know what I'm saying? A weekend, nothing. I'm feeling good. I'm like, damn, I might be healed off. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't heal me. Like, I'm good. And so anyway, like I said, I was feeling better. I was maneuvering good, you know what I'm saying? Because the medicine does have side effects. Like, even though it does prevent me from having the epileptic episodes, that has side effects. And so not having to take the medication and not having the seizure, I just felt, a lot different. So anyway, I got up to about 14 days. Then I went out, had a, little get together with the young lady I was with at the time and her peoples. I went to go meet some of her peoples or whatnot. Everybody was cool. But me, just not even really being smart, not really thinking, like just, socializing, pretty much like peer pressure at an older age. So anyway, I drank some Hennessy at the event, and I had a good time. You feel me? But I paid for it because I had a really bad epileptic episode after that, and that was after like 2 weeks. You feel me? Of not taking the medication, and so I went back to taking the medication, right? And then I was doing my little thing, like, with the veganism, but then I went back to like just eating whatever I wanted to eat. You feel me? So I have the experience of doing right, and then I have the experience of not doing right. So I came up not knowing about none of that, you feel me? About health or, the body and the immune system, I ain't know none of that. But now I have a little bit more knowledge, so, we can make a little bit more educated decisions. So anyway, today is a beautiful day. Hopefully all is well with everybody in the house. Peace and blessings. All right. Love and light. Salute to the gods. Much love to the goddesses. I see we in the building. But yeah, consciousness, you feel me? Being woke is pretty much just another way to say enlightenment, family. You know what I'm saying? It's the modern way of saying enlightenment. That's what it is. So that's what we on, family. So hopefully everybody enjoying their night. You feel me? I know we got stuff going on, but it can't hurt to learn. You feel me? As long as we live, we gotta grow, and if we ain't growing, then we're dead. You feel me? That's the definition of death. You feel me? Like the lack of growth. Once growth is over, that's death. So anyway, learning is a continuous thing, continuous cyclical thing that we must do, family. And today is a beautiful day, but anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just wanted to talk about a few, things in the conscious journey. Well, anyway, once you become conscious, it's like a black sheep, you know what I'm saying? You a sheep, but it's other sheep. You feel me? But you a black sheep, so you're not like the average one, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of stand out to people. People can tell it's an aura, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a lady walk up to me when I was in Durham at the Oscar Kwesi lecture in 2019, and she just walked up and was like, Black Power. Like, I was like, Black Power? That's crazy. I ain't even say Black Power. I guess when she seen, you know what I'm saying? When she seen me and the young lady I was with, that was the vibe that she got. But I'm like, yeah, that's weird how she just did that like that. But yeah, we're black, we're Afro descent, They call us African Americans because we have, African genetics, even though we live in America. But it's a lot of people that look like us that live in Africa, by coincidence. I don't know. But yeah. And so, you're the black sheep once you become conscious. You feel me? But they understand eventually, down the line, that this individual knows something, they own to something, and I can come to them for stuff that I can't go to everybody else for. So you become that individual. But yeah, I done had some good conversations, and then I done had some bad ones. I done had situations where I done been kicked out, you feel me, by my grandma and everything. And she didn't want to hear nobody talking about her Jesus because she come from the older time period. You feel me? I would tell her like, Grandma, I think they gave us all that stuff through the slavery, though. I really do. You know, once I started looking at the documentary with the Tariq Nasheed documentary, the Hidden Colors, man, I was like, dang, this a lot of this stuff is have something to do with race, the history, the religion, the politics. You feel me? It's, you know, you try not to make it deal with race, but it leads you right back to race. These people is got something against the other people, and I don't know what it is. You feel me? So, you know, I figure I'd get into the documentary to learn more about it. But yeah, being woke is just the modern way of saying, you know, knowledgeable, enlightenment. And so, yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good. Love and light to the goddess, Sierra, standing on business. We in the house. We in the house, family. Love and light. I appreciate you. Much love. Blessings. It's the goddess queen right there, family. So we was just talking about being woke and the conscious journey of enlightenment. You feel me? Like when you're striving to be in the knowing and to be aware. You feel me? Be aware of who you is. Like if something happened today and you forgot your name, you forgot your address, where you live at, you know what I'm saying? You forgot your passcode to your phones, and you forgot all the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that makes you you. You know, and you wake up, it's like you're not even you anymore. You know, every day is like a progression, you know what I'm saying? It's based off what was done the last day. And so, yeah, I think that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, you know, being conscious is just evolution, you feel me? The youth is striving towards evolution. We don't want to just believe like we did when we had the Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, you know what I'm saying? We had all of that stuff, the Tooth Fairy, you feel me? So in the beginning, they teach us, they train us to be in the belief and not in the knowing as kids, you know, when they introduce those type of concepts. But what I thought was dope about consciousness is that, now I was building with a brother online, and the brother he got flustered with me. I guess he was like, bro, you trying to make everything correlate. You trying to make everything go together. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to make it go together. It just, you see that it goes together like a puzzle. Like, you know, science is like sciente is Latin for knowing, for knowledge. And so the word science derives from sciente, and it means knowledge or knowing. And so science is about knowledge, and it's not about belief. And so that's the difference between religion and science. Religion is dealing with belief, and science is dealing with knowledge of the how and the why. You know what I'm saying? So you can believe in God, or you can be an individual who wants to obtain knowledge of the how and the why of God. And one of them, I believe, is better than the other. And so anyway, love and light to everybody. So it's no pressure, it's no stress, it's all good vibes. I had some sage lit, but I gotta light it back up. I do that for the good vibes, the purification. Like I said, somebody that's Christian said something about the sage, and it was like they tried it before, and then they started feeling like it was witchcraft. So I was like, yo, that's really just a plant, a herb that grows just like any other plant. And it's divine because it's a concept of nature. And like I was telling my people, like, you know, I'm a naturalist. I believe in nature being the divinity, and that in the beginning there was nature, and then there was man. And that there was no man before there was nature, all right? So we you know, the trees make oxygen, and human beings need oxygen to breathe, right? So we can't write a book, we can't document, we can't record our thoughts if we're not existing, All right? Love and light. Exactly. Yeah, the goddess queen, she said being conscious is an elevation of your intelligence. Exactly. That's right. That's right. Elevation of your intelligence. Evolution, you know what I'm saying? Of your soul too. Because once you understand who and what God is, and it's concrete, and you understand like that, man, when you meditate, when you pray, it's gonna be that much more powerful. Yeah. But yeah, at one point in time, man, I was waking up, rising with the sun, man. I was right in synchronization with all of that stuff, but something bad happened with me, love. Something bad happened because I don't know. I guess I just I trusted an individual who I thought we was on the same page, and we pretty much was, but we wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have the same values and the same beliefs, and so what's the Bible verse where they talk about what the man who built this house made on the sand or something? You know what I'm saying? Like the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like when the foundation ain't right, stuff don't tend to work out the way it really supposed to. But anyway, yeah, not being able to be around my kids and stuff like that when I've been around them most of their life, man, that was, because I love them, man. I'm not that type of soul. I'm not that type of parent, not that type of soul. But yeah, I can't do the ratchet. I can't do the domestic violence. I can't do none of the nigga ignorance. Can't do that. Cause I came up like, RP to my father, rest his soul. I still love him, even though we've been through a lot. Some was good, some was bad, rest his soul. But coming up, man, like I seen a lot of those vibes, like chaotic, angry, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be around nobody that's creating those type of vibes. I like peace. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like going into nature, like around the birds and the animals. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing the natural environment. And that stuff brings me peace. That's not like black people stuff, because we were slaves, so we got a lot of negative, toxic ways, family. So anyway, I had to get away from that stuff because it was negative. And I don't hurt women. I don't hit on women. I don't believe in that. You feel me? I never did. I just want to love on a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just want to love on you, right? That's it. But yeah, in the 8 years I was with the young lady, you know what I'm saying? We made 4 children. You know what I'm saying? And I love all my kids, all my babies. But I wanted them to be scientists because those are my values, you know what I'm saying? I was teaching them about their roots and who they are, you know what I'm saying? As Nubian, little star seeds, you feel me? They're shaped, they're made from the divinity, and that they are the supreme, and ultimate intelligence. And I was teaching them, man, so I was very proud of that, And then we got to do our little nature stuff with my daughters, because they like the plants and the flowers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The little animals. And yeah, so I was known for that with the kids. I'm pretty good with kids, I think, for the most part. But I went through a dark phase. I wanted to talk about the shadow self that people don't acknowledge. Like every individual is made from the light and the shadow self. You feel me? Same way to depict the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. There's a duality, like the yin and the yang. You feel me? Just like God and the devil. And so it's kind of like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like people in religion, they act like they're not a part of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everybody is the same and they they have a dark shadow self that's just off the chain. Some people feed their shadow selves too much and it becomes uncontrollable, you feel me? Or becomes too prominent, too strong, and then it's overtaken, like, you know what I'm saying, your will. And, you know, so anyway, yeah, the shadow self is an energy that exists in every individual. World leaders, pastors, you feel me? Politicians, you feel me? All of that. And some of them, you know, some of them real off the chain. You feel me? Got all type of stuff going on. But I'm just saying, you feel me? Like the church, in my experience with consciousness, I feel like they push me out when they stop letting me ask questions. Because I was like that little dude in the Sunday school, like asking mad questions. I'm kind of disrupting the class a little bit because I have another question. Just trying to make sure everything is lining up. You feel me? Everything adding up. 1 + 1 is 2. You feel me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? So on, so on. And so, yeah, asking questions was like shunned in my experience in the religious world, because I was taking my baby mama to church in the beginning. That's the type of dude I was. I was like, because my dad was doing it, I heard too, when they was young. But yeah, I used to take her to church, like, because when I was young, I used to go to revivals with my mother. And being a young kid, even though I was young, I was still, like an air sign, like, on some type of mentalism, because I'm trying to hear and understand what the pastor is saying. And if the pastor is divine or he has a word or instruction from God, then I know that. You feel me? I'll be able to see it. I'll be able to feel it. I'll be able to understand it. And so I was like that at a young age. And so I'm kind of carried that into my early adulthood. And so, yeah, we went to church. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of something that we did. Because I wanted to make it, wanted the things to be blessed. You feel me? And so, yeah. But, well, what we went wrong, like I said, is where they stopped letting me ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Even with my kids' names and stuff, too, it's like Hebrew, and then the names turn African, as I go on, get more elevated in consciousness. But, yeah, felt like with the pastor, he threw a slick shot at me in the pulpit, talking about people researching or getting on Google or something. You reading this Bible that's been revised 1,200 times. All different type of languages is in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even really into the theology of it. You just preaching the same thing over and over again. It ain't the living word of God, because it ain't changing. You feel me? But anyway, when you ask them questions, they buck dance. You feel me? They chuck and jive. It's certain things that they do. Like I done peeped them, family. But anyway, I had to sit down with a few pastors, and I wanted to talk about religion and the effects that it has had on the black community, and why I feel that it's poisonous, it's toxic, because it's not contributing to the well-being or the interests of the black community. It's not, because we're not even addressing slavery. The church won't talk about slavery. That's one of the things I wanted to talk to them about. Like, damn, why come the church don't address that? You think God, that was the will of God, that we was supposed to be slaves? And that's fair, that's, God is a just God and all that. You feel me? And so it's just nothing wrong with asking questions. I feel like if somebody deter you from asking a question, then they're not trying to be accountable. And they're trying to shun you away, you know what I'm saying? Push you away from accountability. So when you ask them questions, that's leading up to, like a brush stroke, like you painting a picture. You feel me? The more questions you ask, the more you can see the picture. And so, yeah, I asked a lot of questions. And so doing so, I created the Black News 720, the Omnivision EDU, And I've had a lot of powerful builds online. I've been featured, on other channels. Like, I've been, like made guest appearances and all that. And every time I go on, I kill it. You feel me? The people love me. I do something organic, something to show them, you know what I'm saying? We made different. We made different around here, family. That's my word on GP. But anyway, it's much love to the guys and the goddesses. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. I'm just saying that, being woke and being conscious is just simply evolution. You know what I'm saying? And as things exist, you know, they evolve. They change. They adapt to the change. Adapting to the change is letting you know that the being is conscious. It's seeing what's happening and then it's making its adaptations based on the changes. And so that's intelligence. And so it's a good thing to be black. It's a good thing to be woke. It's a good thing to be Nubian. It's a good thing to love on yourself, to love on your peoples, to love on your tribe, to love your family. You feel me? And just to put love out in the universe. I told my brother that if I was a politician, I would be one of the ones going for the world peace. You feel me? Like, if you from here, then you need to be over there. You feel me? If that's the resources that's over there, that's the resources that God wanted you to have. You don't go take nobody else's resources because you ain't got it. Because you want what they got. You don't do that. And so on. If I was a leader, I would try to be the most fair ruler possible. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody just do something because they want to do it. It has to be justified. Then you get to do it. You feel me? And you don't get to just make up a fake justification. So that's what colonialism and capitalism is all about. Y'all already know we talk about that on this channel. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all know I know it's getting kind of late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what is it? 8:39? Yeah, it's on the 8:39 where I'm at. So it ain't too late. But yeah, is there any questions that you guys have? Anybody, the individuals that's in the building, about consciousness, about your experiences with it? Is it good? Is it bad? I mean, how can the conscious people and the church people coexist? You feel me? If we believe in two different things, but we might be friends, we might be family. You feel me? How can we coexist? And so my thing, like I said, I don't hate nobody, family. I'm not hating on the church. I'm not hating on Jesus. I'm not banging on Jesus. You feel me? Me and my grandma, we done went through this conversation plenty of time. And my daddy too. We done went through this conversation. Now they was riding hard with Jesus because the generation that they come from. And me being understanding, I don't fault them for that. That's just all right. But I understand, from me being from a different generation, that we have the light, that we no longer exist in the darkness. Every action needs to be justifiable, also held accountable. Exactly. Yeah, from the goddess. Yeah, she said, standing on business, every action needs to be justifiable, also held accountable. That's true. Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. Facts. So it can be, that's what justice is about. Like, whatever's done on the left must be done on the right. That's just like a seesaw or a scale. You feel me? That's why you see the Lady Liberty with the scales. You feel me? She holding out the scales. It's supposed to represent justice. What's done on the left must be done on the right. It's the only way it's going to be even. And so justice is all about that, like accountability, like she said, your actions, you know what I'm saying? And reactions. So yeah, I'm most definitely with that. The universe mastered that concept with karma. You feel me? And some type of energy, some type of spiritual stuff that's going on, that when people do stuff, that the universe is aware of that or conscious, and things manifest based on your actions. That is true. That's a fact. But I think it's crazy how people in the church believe in the karma thing, but that's Hinduism and Buddhism. So it's like Indian and Asian. And yeah, that's spiritual belief systems, but they don't believe in forgiveness. But Christianity is specifically forgiveness. They teach forgiveness. They don't teach karma. Yeah. And so it's a little different. So I'm like, look at that. With a different culture come a different viewpoint and a different teaching. They both supposed to be spiritual disciplines, you know what I'm saying? They're supposed to make you better and all the whole nine, but they teaching two different things. So which one you gonna go with? Which one is consistent with the universe? You feel me? Is the law of attraction a real thing? The law of correspondence? The law of resonance? Are those real things? I think it is, family. So anyway, yeah, the religions have different languages that they're in, and then they have different texts that can be traced and dated to a certain time. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I mean, it can get deep, family. If you really want to know, you can know. It's too much knowledge, too much information out. But yeah, love and light to everybody, man. Like I said, the journey is beautiful. I've had some good experiences, you know what I'm saying? And I've had some bad ones, you feel me? But would I trade it if I could go back and change it and just take away my consciousness and be normal, would I? Probably not. Nah. I'm super woke. I'm super conscious. Like I could freestyle on a lot of different topics. You feel me? Because I don't know, I'm always thinking. I believe you should forgive. Also know your karma. Same as read what you sow. It is though. That scripture is an expression of karma. Reap what you sow. It's like putting a seed in the ground and it producing. That is the same thing. Like whatever you put out is what you get back, pretty much. Yeah. But they also teach the forgiveness thing. That's in the Bible. You feel me? But it's not in the Hindu teaching, and it's not in the Buddhism teaching. But it's in the Christianity teaching. So that was just one thing that popped up in my head. You feel me? I'm like, oh, that's different. You feel me? One of them teaching this, the other one teaching something different. But yeah, everything nice. But yeah, man, would I change it? Nah, man. I wouldn't change it. I would not change it. The universe being too good to me, family. And like I said, the deja vus, I had them a lot. I had dreams that come true. You feel me? Like I told my pops when he was still living, we chopped it up in the same apartment, man. And I was like, Pops, like he was saying when he became a pastor that he made an agreement with God that his son would be anointed. And I was like, Pops, I guess whatever you ask God for work, because I don't pray to God for those things. But I have spiritual encounters, like spiritual phenomena happening a lot. I remember one time I had 4 deja vus in 1 week. And that's when I was like cleansing and detoxing. And sometimes what's weird about a deja vu was that it could take 2 years for a deja vu to fulfill itself. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be done seen it. And then when you see it again, and then you be like, oh, I've seen this before. But you seen it in the past, but it was like years ago. Like it was one deja vu that happened when me and my BM broke up. And we was like at the 8-year mark, at the very end. But it was like the deja vu, I had it when we was at the 2-year mark. You feel me? Like all those things that would happen. And so when it happened, it's like, dang, I remember this. You feel me? But it's weird, it's just hard to explain it, how your brain could process something that hasn't happened, But I'm sure it's a spiritual thing, you feel me? But I told my pops, like, yeah, that happened to me a lot, man. Yep, so a deja vu can take 5 years to happen. You feel me? And then for you to have them 4 in 1 week, that's like souped up, that's hyped up. That's not normal. You feel me? So, like I told him, man, I don't pray for those things. It just happened. And then I love education because I got the air sign, so we like intelligence. We like be able to process information. You feel me? Articulate. Pretty much like mentalists. So anyway, that's what y'all get on my channel. Y'all get information. You feel me? You get a little swag. You get a little drip. You feel me? Cause you know what I'm saying? Like even though I teach, I try to be positive. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no lame. You feel me? And so y'all get that too. I try to be motivational too as well, because I know it's people going through real stuff in the real world. You feel me? And so that's just a few of the things I feel like we embody with the Omnivision EDU. You feel me? But yeah, we lit, man. We lit. We got some dope videos, man. Y'all go check the joints out, man. Go check out them videos. I think we got like 150 videos on this channel. I'm talking about the soul, antimatter. You know what I'm saying? I'm debunking the Charles Darwin evolution theory, showing you how they, you know what I'm saying? Showing you how they big capping, family, how they missing a key factor that somebody like me could just come along and just figure the whole thing out. Didn't go to no institution. You feel me? That's a brother, straight out the, the Southeast Rally. You feel me? My family didn't really want big on education like that. But I got into it, and I do really well by myself, I think, to study alone. But anyway, yeah, I learned a few things. Family. So yeah, I'm glad to be woke. And yeah, I know, like I said, probably wouldn't change it. But a lot of stuff do come with being conscious, being woke though. Like you change the room, your aura is different when you're around regular people. You gotta try to blend in, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I try to blend in with regular people, but sometimes it's hard to do that. Well, thank you, family. She said, yes, you have spiritual inheritance and gifts. Thank you, family. I really appreciate it. I believe we all do. You know what I'm saying? We just got to figure out what they are. You know what I'm saying? I just know from the 36 years that I've been on the planet that this is what I have observed. You feel me? That this happens to me a lot. And I don't know. I don't pray that, I don't tell God to do this for me. It just happened. I just look at it as communication. Every person that walks in heavy anointing, this is spiritually gifted, has many testimonies and wisdom. Exactly. Yeah, when you have a heavy anointing on you like that, like you said, you know what I'm saying, it's a different vibe, different energy. And people probably can tell that something is different about you. They just trying to figure it out. But yeah, the spiritual stuff, like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of young. I should be out there living and doing this and doing that. But I love the universe. I love like nature, the animals, and learning about why we exist and how we exist. You feel me? The mechanical breakdown of physics and atoms and the creation story of our solar system and stuff like that. Like, all the years we put in the Bible. I told my mama, like, yo, all the time we put in the Bible, going to church, paying tithes, years, you feel me? 20 years since I was little, you feel me? When I was going to church. I'm like, all this time we done put into that. Mom, the stuff that your son is doing, the stuff that your son is into, this is what it's all about. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be cocky. But what we're doing at the Omnivision EDU is what it's all about. And had I known in school that education is about the universe and that everything that we're learning is pertaining to the universe, then I would have been way more interested. Because whatever I do have to make sense. I don't do things because people tell me to do it. I do it because it makes sense. And so for some kids, maybe you can just tell them to do it and they just do it. But I'm one of the ones that you need to verbally explain so I can understand why we're doing it. But yeah, in school, I would have loved it. Just, they didn't make sense of it. Education is about the universe. Knowledge is about wisdom and understanding of the universe. All bodies of disciplines, all bodies of knowledge. It's all about the universe. How we exist, why we exist. Yeah, and so when I figured that out, I was like, okay, well, physics, electromagnetics, you feel me? Let me learn about the particles. Let me learn about the radiation and light, you feel me? Let me learn about, the biology of human beings, you feel me? The mechanics of the immune system. When you get into cell biology, understand that there's different types of cells that make different types of tissues, right? That forms different types of organs and different, various body parts and regions of the body. But anyway, yeah, I'm just like, all of this stuff pertains to the universe, you feel me? And then the Higgs boson, if y'all learned about that, the God particle, you know what I'm saying? They call it antimatter. It's supposed to be a force that's a part of the universe that's within all things. But it's very powerful, very small amount, very small quantity. It's very powerful. They said it was able to conjure up like a gram of it, something like that. And I think it took the government like a few $1 trillion to even create it, because they have a particle accelerator where they're smashing particles at the speed of light. And once particles that are physical mass are moving that fast, funny magical things begin to happen. And they're able to extract a force called antimatter. And they say that is a part of all things. All right? The thing that without other things could not exist. The glue that holds the universe together. These are the terminologies they use. The glue that holds the universe together. A force that is responsible for the expansion of the universe. All right? And so, yeah, once I learned that all knowledge is about the universe, now we talking about something. Now we can learn. Now I'm ready to learn, because I know what I'm learning and what I'm learning it for. Yeah, love to always listen and talk with you. You're a great teacher. That goes beyond age, intelligence phenomenal. I appreciate the love, family. Appreciate the love. Yeah, for sure. And she'll be holding it down for my moderation too now, so y'all don't mess around. All right, and then she says antimatter, Greek discussion, science, and spirituality. Yeah, thank you, family. I appreciate it. A little something I came up with. I figured that people would enjoy it. Because I really enjoyed it, myself. But I was like, yo, the people from the past, family, like the ancient people, I'm in admiration of these people. Some of the things that they have done, we can't grasp, we can't understand how they have a structure that lasts for 6,000 years, 10,000 years. Like in modern society, we don't build structures that last that long. You feel me? And they're using all natural materials. Stones is weighing 100,000 pounds. And they try to understand how did those people move those blocks. And the temples are designed in sacred geometry. So they're using special types of shapes when it comes to the construction of some of these ancient temples and palaces and stuff, man. And so, I look up to them. Like they, those are the people that I look up to, the people from the past, man. But they say, obey your mother and father so that your days be long. That's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors. That's our mother and our fathers right there, the forefathers, the people who came before us. Yes, talking about the pyramid, that was astonishing. Yeah, they got pyramids all over the world. They got them in Africa though, but a lot of people know about the pyramids of Giza. It's supposed to be aligned with the stars of Orion, like the Orion's belt. And I looked up some little research about the Orion's belt, trying to see what was special about it, because it's on temples, it's on monuments, you know what I'm saying? And those three stars are special to the ancient people for some reason. But anyway, I looked it up and come to find out the Orion's belt is at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. And so there's certain points in time where the Orion's belt is visible, and there's certain times when it's non-visible. But it's supposed to be important to the ancient people. But I figure because of where it's located in the galaxy. Yeah, but anyway, it's lined up with them pyramids. It's three, boop, boop, boop. They lined up with the three stars. You know what I'm saying? They done the little research on it and they done the little calculations. And like, these people are actually calculating. They're measuring and all that. How did they do? They didn't have no technology. And so, I think that the modern civilization, they're kind of like in disbelief of what some of the people have done in the past, because they don't understand that the people may have just been more advanced, especially when they have done things that modern civilization has not done. They might call it the Stone Age or whatnot, but there's a reason why they use certain raw materials. But anyway, this is all around, all in that same ballpark of, of consciousness of the past, you know what I'm saying? Knowing about the history of the planet. But there's pyramids everywhere, But even they found pyramids in Antarctica too. Yeah, at one point in time it was vegetation in Antarctica. Like plants growing, one of the coldest places on the whole planet. Dinosaur bones and all that. And they got little structures up there where you could tell people lived up there at one point in time. Yep, giants through the paleontology, you know what I'm saying? And the anthropology. They done found bones of giant humans, remains of 20 feet, remains of 36 feet. And some of them buried themselves together as like husband and wife, or you know, a whole family. I done seen bones buried like that. Like, man, they buried themselves together as a family. That shit crazy. They was smart and they, you know, they had intelligence because they cared about each other. Yeah, make sure everybody share, make sure everybody like, make sure everybody subscribe. If you want to give a generous donation to Black News 720, Omnivision EDU, and Brother Omnis, and what we're doing with the information and the independent research, all you got to do is hit up the Cash App. It's all capital. It's Cash App, $ Omnis Natura 360 LLC. All right? That's OMNISNATURA 360 LLC. All right? And that's all caps. But yeah, and to get to the YouTube, I'm gonna end up changing it soon, family. 'Cause I was talking to my peoples, yo, and come to find out, my URL too damn long. That's making it hard for people to get to me, man. My URL too damn long, man. And that's another thing about me, family. Sometimes I be making shit too motherfucking complicated. I'm a complicated motherfucker too sometimes. So I admit it. I just keep it real. Yep, that's the joint right there, family. Yep, love, she put it right there in the joint so y'all can see it. That's the tag to show more support for the Black News 720, Omnivision EDU, Brother Omnis, and more independent research, family. All right? If you guys have any topics that y'all want to build about, that you want to hear Brother Omnis talk about, if y'all want to hit me up for guest appearances on your channel, we can set that up as well. You can just hit up the Gmail at omnisnatura360@gmail.com. All right? And yeah, feel free to to let me know. I'm most definitely looking to network with others who trying to build their channel, build their brand. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Black-owned business. You feel me? Supporting each other, showing love to one another. And that's what it's all about. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this joint. I'm about to get on up out of here. Love and light to everybody. You know what I'm saying? To the guys, to the goddesses, salute, peace and black power. We out.